Hi, I'm Pastor John. In the Gospel of Matthew, we read where Jesus told his disciples, "Wherever the dead body is, there the vultures will gather." This was a truism. It was a common expression that everyone knew was true. It was like saying, "After winter comes the spring," or "Where there is smoke, there is fire," or "April showers bring May flowers." Back in that day, everybody knew that when a sheep or a goat or a donkey died somewhere out in the wilderness, that very soon the decaying flesh would start to smell terrible, and you would soon see vultures gathering to gobble it up. Here in Pennsylvania, the turkey vultures are quite common, and it's good that we have them because they clean up the dead bodies of animals that have been hit by cars or otherwise have died and started to decay and smell really bad. Their scientific name is Cathartus aura, meaning cleansing breeze. A typical turkey vulture stands perhaps 30 inches tall and with a wingspan of 6 feet, probably only weighs about 3 pounds. Imagine that. It might take 3 or 4 of these big birds to weigh as much as a typical house cat. But they can stretch out those enormous wings and glide for hours on the warm, rising air without ever flapping their wings. They have the best sense of smell of any bird and can smell meat that is starting to decay from miles away. There is no wall between their nostrils. If you look at their face from the side, you can see right in one nostril and right out the nostril on the other side. And this allows for a better flow of air, which aids their smelling and finding food. You can also see they have no feathers on their head. You can see their ear, which you normally wouldn't see on a bird with a feathered head. And not having a head full of feathers makes it easier to feed as they use their sharp beak to tear the carcass open and put their head right down inside to get at the tasty bits. When they're done, they can sit on a branch and allow the sunshine to kill off any bacteria or germs that might be on their head. Of course, it's easy for nasty, decaying material to collect in their large nostrils when they're feeding. Fortunately, they are equipped with a long middle toe and a claw that is very functional for cleaning it out. They have very strong acid in their stomach, which makes even rotting meat safe for them to eat. If they grow nervous or afraid of some predator that is coming towards them, they practice projectile vomiting, which means that all of the strong acid and bits of smelly meat are ejected at the enemy. Not only is the enemy grossed out by the terrible smell, but the vulture is now lighter and can fly away more easily. While vultures are very interesting birds, I don't know anyone who would call them attractive. But sometimes we make the mistake of placing extra value on things that are pretty. But even though it's not pretty, the turkey vulture has been specially equipped by God to carry out a very important job. And we are reminded that while people look at the outward appearances, God looks at the heart.